Hey everybody, says
Hey.
we're live. Sorry we're a few minutes late. Pam as usual.
Yeah,
Um,
all my
yeah,
fault.
Yeah,
always, you know. So welcome everybody, and tonight I want to go ahead and thank everybody and welcome everybody. But as you probably saw in the thumbnail, we have our own Tennessee Fish Mafia panel member and the creator of the Tennessee Fish Mafia, Chattanooga Ed, who's also MegalaDon. So awesome, Ed. We're so glad he's gonna talk about anything he wants because whatever he does is
Uh-oh.
interesting. But I asked him to kind of exactly whatever. But asking me if he would talk a little bit about Aquashella, and he said he didn't get to really go around and see a lot, but I'm sure he's got plenty of stuff he can share with us. So let me see who's in here. Dee Dee's finned in. Dr. Anthony, and you were right. It's not frozen bloodworms I'm using. It's frozen whatever you said, Dr. Anthony. That's two things I've got wrong this week now. Like I
Uh-oh.
don't. It's two things I caught that I got wrong. Patrick Hardy, Maria Z, Eduardo, Jenny Lynn. There's Dee Dee again. Maria Z again. Dee Dee again. Jenny Lynn again. Patrick Hardy again. Eduardo again. Dr. Anthony, Billie Jean, Matt, Liquid Zoo Only, Bob, Wake Up, You're Missing Your Show. If you only know what goes on behind stage, Matt, with this group, if you only knew. We're away, Scott. Uh, don't knock that off. Um, Mike,
Ooh, that's a
I saw
kitty.
Crypt Keeper too, Bob.
climb on up on me. Who?
Crypt Keeper Aquatics. I saw them earlier. I
I
think you
just
missed
hadn't
them.
got down there, probably. Mountaintop Fish. Skipper's Aquatics, Pam again, Stephen P, Nola. It's hard on the phone to scroll quickly when you over scroll. I've got a 14-pound cat sitting on my elbow. Adele, collaboration of curiosities. Um, Carson, Lee, sleeper. That's it. We're at the bottom. Welcome everybody.
And Merritt Tomczyk too.
Rosie said, "Get right to it." She wants to see Ed. All right, Ed. So welcome everybody. Welcome panel. Rosie. There's Ed. Ooh, I like the backdrop, Ed.
Hey there. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna see how this works. I've been having a lot of lag since this stream started, so I may actually have to relocate. But we'll see. If I start spinning, I'll just run upstairs into the sunroom or something where I've got better signal. But well, Bob asked me to talk a little bit about Aquashella, and I just got done with my fourth one. It was in Orlando. I've been to everyone since the first Aquashella in Orlando last year. And it has been steadily growing each time. The first Aquashella in Orlando, I think we had about 4,000 people, and this time I'm sure we doubled that, and we had twice as many booths. It was just completely packed.
Damn it! Sorry,
There in oh no, it's all right. See if we
I'm
can
just
get
trying to
everybody else on there
trying
and
to
have me as the bait. Even though I
right.
don't mind
That's
you
what I'm
being the bait
trying.
guy.
No, I don't want to be. I'm
Just
trying to.
put the
Bobby
Pacus on. People would probably rather see the Pacus than me.
It's not that button.
But I wanted to. I don't really get a lot of chance because they asked me to join the team, and so I don't really get a chance to just experience having fun doing all the events going on at Aquashella. But I am kind of part of the planning of many of the events, so I know a lot of what is going on. I just don't get to see it with my eyes and kind of get to enjoy it. But we can go through a lot of the different activities that we do. And if anybody ever has suggestions on something they want us to add, I can always suggest it. I'm not like part of the team that gets to vote on what happens. I'm part of the creators team that comes up with ideas. They give us an allowance so we can do it in our budget. But the rest of the stuff, all we can do is suggest to the big guys what to add to the show. Like, let's say I might love to have a guppy competition. Right now they have a flower horn and they have a shrimp competition. If I would go to them and say, I think you guys should have like a shrimp or a guppy competition, I know that they're going to say, okay, we need a group of people that are willing to take it and run with it. And like, they will give so much money maybe to help, fill a corner or someplace at the show and do that. But it's actually up to the people, like the flower horn guys, that's this. They're an organization and they work with Aquashella to be able to compete at the shows, in the same way with the shrimp. So I can't really, we can't just add things that everybody suggests. They need volunteers when they do it too, if that makes sense. But with that said, I volunteered last year to help with stuff, and it's just kind of gone on, and now I'm kind of like part of the team, so I know for sure that I'm going to go to all the Aquashellas, and so that's kind of neat. My role at Aquashella, my main role is in the creators booth. That's the YouTubers, and we plan what we only can do. We wish we could buy T-shirts for everybody like Corey does, and that's awesome that Corey does that. We don't have that type of a budget, but we do breakfast not breakfast, but donuts and coffee in the morning for the people that come in early, so they can come in and have donuts with us and get to talk with the YouTubers that are there. And all the YouTubers, out there, you guys can sign up on, I think it's Facebook. And I don't know if there's a threshold of how big you have to be or not. I'm not part of the group that says yay or nay, you can come or not. But, they accept just about everybody with a decent sized channel, to come and be part of the YouTuber fish group. And on Friday nights, we have a pizza party type thing where all the YouTubers can get together before the show starts, and we all can talk to each other and give each other ideas, and you can make videos and stuff. And I always have these plans to make videos, because like John from KG Tropics, he's going to be there, and Jason from Primetime, I know for sure he'll always be there, and we can make videos with these guys. But I end up talking and having fun and eating pizza the whole time. It's but Susie, she's been to the convention. She went to the one in Chicago. Susie, did you go and hang out with us on Friday night?
Is that when we went to the restaurant? Or is that when we played?
I don't know if I can hear Susie.
Oh.
I hear.
Well, okay, I don't know if I can hear the guys very good because I've got lag issues. But it's a lot of fun to be able to do that aspect of the Aquashella. And then I show up on Thursday, and everybody on the team, they show up with their wives or husbands. And I was like thinking to myself, oh man, I'm the only guy who doesn't bring an extra helper. And then I realized I do. I bring James. So he's like not my wife, but we'll make him, because he helps out so much also, just like everybody else. So it's just always a really good time setting this place up. We plan for weeks how to set up the YouTuber booth, and it never is exactly how we plan it. The thing that happened this time was there was a water pipe that they ran through part of our booth to to be able to go to the RO system to fill all the vendors' fish tanks. And there was no way we could get this water pipe.
Are you frozen, Ed?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he froze.
He's probably going up to his solarium.
Yeah. I should leave that up there.
Oh, okay, I'm back.
Oh, got caught.
I think. Okay, I think I'm back alive.
You are.
And I don't know if I'm even.
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Rob. Okay, it's bizarre. I've been having great signal for like a month, and then tonight, when I'm in the main light, I'm getting this. But so we had this pipe that had to go through our booth for the RO system for all the fish tanks. So we had to rearrange it to put tables down. So we had to put tables over the pipe so people wouldn't trip over it. Because like you can like.
Uh-oh.
Every time I post one of the funny comments, it freezes him up. Notice that? Or is it coincidence?
It's coincidence.
Okay.
So you know what? When he said Friday night, that's when we went to Aqualand. We were very blessed with going to Aqualand and see Turtletopia, and I was able to swim in their massive pond with all those
Oh.
koi. It was amazing.
Oh, this is crazy, guys.
Oh, there he is.
I'm in my fish room, but I'm just not getting the. Oh, hey,
Hi, Furlough.
Furlough. Good to see you.
Welcome, Eric.
I'm going to relocate to a different room of the house, okay, Bob?
Yeah, we'll
That
be
has
here.
better signal.
Okay.
Okay, let me. You guys just say something cool.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, Eric, welcome. Glad you could make it.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
sorry.
about Ed.
My
He had
brother,
company pop in unexpectedly.
yeah,
So,
my brother stopped over, so I had to visit with him for a little while.
family first, always.
Now I'm eating some delicious banana bread that my wife made.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
How
can I have
mean is that?
Hmm.
My
Uh,
husband actually made the meal tonight too.
He did what tonight?
He grilled everything on the grill for our dinner tonight.
Oh, grilled. I thought you said grilled.
Nice. I don't know what's going on with my lighting, but I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
You're a little bright, but it's working for you.
Dark.
Right. He could have been
Yeah.
a cake.
Skipper and I, we don't want our picture all over the internet, right?
I know. I was
No.
wondering if you were in witness protection tonight, Bob.
I am. Bob, who's Bob? Who's
There is no
Bob?
Bob.
Don't call
There
him
is
Bob.
no Bob. Who's that Bob that Mike was talking about, Bob, in your stream, Skipper? He said, I'm finished in Bob's room now. And I'm like, what the hell? I started going through my house.
I missed
That's
that.
pretty creepy.
I bet he got a new snake or something.
I talked about your new snake.
The green one.
The
I
green
was
bush.
trying to give myself some light, but that didn't work out for me. A little better.
Yesterday, the kid and I were waiting for the LFS owner to get finished with some customers. And so we were just walking around our whole store, and lo and behold, we stood there and looked at snakes. Can't believe it.
Oh, you're getting into
Oh.
snakes, Dee.
No, they had some lizards there too, but
Yeah.
we just
Welcome.
looked at them.
Welcome
There
to
was
snake.
nothing as nice as what I've seen in most of y'all's things, though.
Welcome to snake keeping.
Right. And so it
Looking
begins.
is the first step.
It took me 2 months not to get creeped out with the coolie loaches.
Yeah.
And I still don't like to touch them. If I have to catch them, I still don't
They
like
are
to touch them.
creepy. I'm watching for Ed, but I think he's going to come back up on the
Yeah,
screen zone.
he just turned his screen and mic off while he moved.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, coolie loaches are a pain when we get them in at the fish store. I hate catching those things.
Oh, I bet they're real.
We gotta
fast.
we gotta keep them in a little like
Yeah,
specimen container just
I'm not lying.
Right.
so they don't jump out because all the the tanks at the store are all open top.
Dee Dee just said she's not live. She think we can't hear her. So
We still hear you, Dee.
Well, the
Yeah.
kid came in her pajamas, give me a kiss goodnight.
Oh,
Oh,
all
I didn't
right.
want her to show up on the camera.
Is that
There's
better?
Ed.
Is that better,
Sorry
Ed?
about that, guys.
Oh,
Can
no
you hear
worries.
me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
It
Loud
was
and clear.
always saying I had full bars, but then I just saw the wheel of death, So
Yeah.
I went up to the sunroom.
Ed, do you want me to put you back on big screen or leave you down? Since I
It
can't, I
doesn't
pushed
matter.
every button to try to get the rest of us, and you see what it did.
I mean, I'm not that exciting to look at, so I can just sit here.
Well, since
But
you're the speaker, I didn't know. It's up to you.
it's whatever you want to do, Bob. I don't know. I can't believe the time that I'm going to talk, I'm having all the problems though.
Oh, no worries.
I
It
know
happens
every
to
week
me
there's
too.
no problem.
Me too. Me
Like-
too.
Unbelievable. So hard to concentrate and think of what you're trying to say.
Just don't look up though. Dee Dee's above you. You get a black eye.
Yep. Well, I was saying, let's see. I don't know. The last thing I think I was talking about was how we always plan how to do the booth. And something always happens where our booth isn't the right way, or, it's not how we get to plan it. But we always seem to pull it together and have a lot of fun. And Eric was there. He was awesome this time. So,
Nice.
and Eric was at the Miami one, or not the Orlando one last year.
Yeah.
What do you think it was a lot bigger?
But just the YouTube booth?
Well, no, just the whole convention.
I don't know. I mean, I know there was a few vendors that I saw last year that I didn't see this year. Like
Yeah.
Imperial Exotics wasn't there, or whatever they're called. Because I was looking forward to seeing them again.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. There's a lot of reptile people that didn't show up this time.
Yeah.
I think one of them is the Blue Dog. They
I
show up.
love him. I love his chameleons.
Yep. Well, they just opened a business in Nebraska, in Omaha, and so I guess they decided that they're just selling enough from their home that they decided not to come down. And maybe they'll be in Chicago and Dallas because it's a little closer drive. But that was a bummer. We had a lot of the traditional guys that we love, we didn't get to see, because they didn't come. But I think it's going to always be kind of a up and down situation.
Eduardo's in the chat, Ed and Eric, and he says there are a lot of new vendors.
Yeah, it was awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
was Eduardo there last year? Oh my gosh, I don't remember meeting him last year. I'm so sorry, Eduardo. He was super cool. He hung out a lot at the YouTuber booth, and so I was able to talk to him quite a bit. And unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of time to talk to people because I run the live streams. So I go 45 minutes, and then I get about 15 minutes before the next one starts. Well, the problem is the bathroom is about 10 minutes away. and
Oh no.
there's a lot of people that want to talk to me as I go to try to get there as fast as I
Oh,
can.
I'm sure. Yeah.
There was a couple of times I just had to be rude and said, I gotta go, and just kind of push through.
Well, the YouTube booth was way in the back of the venue this time too.
Yeah, last year was awesome. It was, I think, the only time they ever put us in the middle. When they have lots of vendors, they put you in the back, so that way they have to go through the vendors to get to you.
Mhm.
And we asked to be back in the same spot, and they were like, "Nope, you guys are the entertainment, so you got to be in the back." So, that's just part of the bummer part. That's where we're a committee and we can make suggestions, but they get the final vote, and so it goes like that. But I wish everybody could make it to these events, and it's not just Aquashella. I mean, I think all the events are neat, and they're all unique in different ways. I know we're all going to be, or a lot of us are going to be going to the Triple Crown next year, or this year rather. That's going to be neat. The Aquaticon is going to be right in Knoxville. Just, that's an hour and 20 minutes from me. So, and that's going to be the first year, and it's going to be really interesting watching it grow, because it's the difference between like an Aquashella and Aquaticon versus a lot of the other events is this isn't based on a club. So it's actually a group that wants to make a trade show. And so, what's that say?
Ed, there was a restroom 1 minute away behind the YouTube booth. They didn't tell you.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
They were
He's
giving
turning
people
red.
the business, though, if they didn't wear their mask. If they went back there, and I didn't have a mask. So,
Okay.
they yelled at, I don't know if it was John Oliver or James, and I was like, I just don't want to get mad at somebody, because the people back there are on walking all around over here, but I can't walk there without a mask on. So I was like, I did know about that. I just didn't want to be infuriated because of stupidity. But
Agreed.
so I didn't go to that bathroom. I got yelled at for going back there once without my badge.
I thought you were going to say without your pants.
And I was like, give me a break. But, oh well.
Oh man, we got the Aquashella police there.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the Aquashella, it was the hotel, the Gaylord police. And the first couple days, the Gaylord police were really nice, but then they had this one mean boss woman show up, and she was like 5'2" and just a whole lot of hate. So she was like, I don't know.
Karen?
Yeah, or a
Her name
really
Karen?
mean sicklet. I don't know. But she was like running around. Are you wearing your badge now? And it's like,
A Karen.
yeah.
A little sickly.
I asked her for a trash can, and she told me to go dumpster diving.
What?
Well,
Yeah, I'm like, we're paying $1 bajillion to you guys to have this event, and we can't have a plastic trash can. But I ended up having to take a big giant cardboard box out of the dumpster for us to throw trash into. But I pushed it out in the hallway and said, you know what? It's not our problem anymore.
I bet she does airport security too. That sounds so familiar.
There was
Yeah.
one lady, it might be the lady you're talking about. She was, like, when I saw her, she was at where you go out the overhead door to the back where everybody parks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess I didn't get far enough away before I took a puff of my vape, and she got me.
Yeah.
hey,
Just a hoser. That's terrible. But, that's how it goes, I guess. But, oh well. But yeah, they're just, a lot of fun, because you can get like, I think the neat thing is meeting all the people, getting all the contacts and meeting people for the first time. And, I'm like there with the earphones, and I'm talking to the guys up on stage, so I have to make sure that the stream is running smoothly. But if you're there and you see me, come up and say hi. I'll interrupt their ability. They are YouTubers. They should know how to continuously talk. Unfortunately, they don't. So, like, one thing I do is I make sure I get a list of all the YouTubers that are going to be talking beforehand, and so I can watch their videos and have a clue on what to talk about.
Oh.
And because when they go quiet, I have to come up with something. And, I don't know if Levi's here, but he saved my butt so big with Will. I think he's got like 1 million subs, but he's a crocodile guy and snake guy, Will Neese.
Little Nace.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Okay, I don't know Will. I've seen him at Aquashellas, but I've never seen his show. And he like talked for like 15 minutes, and then he turned like this and was like, "Okay, what do you want to ask me?" And I'm like, "Oh man!" and I'm looking at the chat, and they're just saying hi. So, and not to him, And so the first question I asked was, because I'm thinking, snakes. What do I know about snakes? And so I talked about those snakes that Bob got that like the little fish or guppies in the water.
Oh yeah, the ground viper. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, those are tough snakes to have.
Did you tell him?
like-
Did you tell him I killed him, Ed?
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. But so when you only answer me with 2 words, it was like really tough. So then I asked him about something that I know a lot about lately because I've been studying it, is the vampire crabs. And apparently crabs and reptiles aren't close. So it was like, oh my God. And so then I went, okay, well, I know about tadpoles and tubbing fish. So I asked him about, do I have to worry about tadpoles eating my fry? He doesn't know about tadpoles. Serpa was up there, though, Tanner, and he says, well, I'm pretty sure that tree frogs eat, fry. And then,
Well, how come tadpoles are what you call it? Amphibians.
yeah, they
Kind of
just
thing.
the baby form of whatever the frog or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
the salamander's tadpole. Well, I raised up a whole bunch of Tennessee tree frogs, and they ate all my fry 2 years ago. And I thought they were so cool until I took all the fish out of the tank and there was no babies, at the end of the year. So I was able to talk a little bit about that, but I'm not supposed to be the guy talking. So it makes it tough. So next year, or not next year, but in whenever the next one is in Dallas, it's in the middle of summer, I'm going to watch a whole bunch of lizard stuff and a whole bunch of snake stuff. And I'm going to hit them with so much stuff. But Levi, he just said hi, everybody. Levi was amazing because he kept asking questions about snakes. And so I had something to talk to them about. So thank you so much, Levi.
You know what's going to happen, Ed?
Say,
What?
You're going to watch all that, and not one of them people are going to be up there.
Well, and you see, in Dallas, I took one show off each day. And so I made sure I took it off when he was up there in Dallas because I didn't want to talk about snakes. And then on Sunday, I took off the saltwater guys. And so, but I didn't take off ever for anybody. I did every show this time. So,
those two saltwater guys were something else that went on there.
But I'm learning about saltwater, so I could actually compete, or not compete, but I could actually talk intelligent saltwater stuff. But yeah, they were cool. I really had a good time with I had a great time with everybody. The stream I had the most fun with was Fishy Biz and Ricky and Funk. And
PB Aquatics.
yeah, they were just acting crazy, and so I got to have some fun with that.
That's not an act.
Well, I still got to have a lot of fun. So that's one that I got to be on camera a lot on that one. And had a blast. Now, what's she saying there? I raised bullfrog tadpoles before when their front legs come in, they poke out their gills, which seals it. Oh, I don't know about. Okay, I'm not an expert on tadpoles. I just know what's going to eat my fry.
Somebody here probably is.
But I heard that bullfrogs will eat all your guppies.
Wow.
Just not as fry, but the bullfrog itself will eat anything alive. That'll fit in.
Yeah, and they can get pretty good size too.
Yeah, so they'll gulp everything in my tank. So what I had the first year was netting over my tanks. That's a video I made a whole video on how I made my tops to my tubs last summer, and I loved it. And I never even edited the whole thing together. So that's going to be something when I'm down, not relaxing, but recovering from my heart surgery. I'm going to edit a whole bunch of these videos, and who knows, I may end up making more content while I'm out of it.
That's
Yeah,
actually sounds very interesting how you netted all your different.
Well, I actually used wire this time. I thought I was buying a plastic tight knit. Rob from somebody gave him something so so saltwater fish wouldn't jump out of the tank, Rob?
Yeah, I actually ordered this stuff in. It's I've got a whole roll of it for you now.
Oh,
I think
awesome.
I think it's 13 feet, maybe something like that.
Oh, nice.
But it's literally the like fishing line in a net in 1/4 inch grid.
It's so cool. Well, I took like that and I looked at dimensions on the computer and I found something that looked identical. And when it came to me, it was metal. It wasn't, made of
I have
plastic.
that in my chicken coop. Yeah.
But I made it work. I maybe bled a lot, but it made it work and it looks good. But that would be awesome to get something that won't cut me.
Yeah, I've
Hey,
got
William.
plenty of it for you. Got a whole roll.
Yeah, that's awesome. But I don't know where I was going with that.
Are you going to the Keystone Clash, Ed? You mentioned a couple other shows.
I messed up and I didn't buy the $25 deal. I kept forgetting because I've had so much stuff, but I still need to buy my ticket and I'm going to do my best to get there. That's going to be the toughest one because Aquashella is helping me get to all my locations now, so I don't have to worry about getting to places. And I hope someday Aquashella goes to the West Coast, so that way they'll fly me. They give me the option I can drive or fly.
Nice.
But if I drive, then I can take James with me,
Yeah.
But
how come James gets to be your wife all
That's
the
a
time?
no.
Right?
I'm teasing.
yeah. Well, it's also a great time to like come up with concepts with people and stuff. And like James and I came up, I think, with a really fun show. We're gonna start doing. We're gonna put out the first one in about 2 months, and we're gonna actually make videos because, like, I think all the cool people here, we're like the awesome YouTubers. I'm going like this, but all the chat's on this side of the screen. The live streamers are the awesome heartbeat of the fish community. They're the ones that take care of each other. They get things done. But this heartbeat that's pumping here keeps all this body alive. And 95% of the people aren't the live streamers.
Right.
So like I'm looking at Will, all these YouTubers that don't know how to live stream that I'm helping do their live streams for them,
Nice.
for this. And I'm thinking, we got to do just a video, to try to build our channels because
Stephanie.
that's just one thing if you can also make normal videos and live stream, I think it'll help grow your channel more than anything. So, we've got something worked up that's going to be kind of fun that's going to be coming out soon. But it was, just that constant, talking to somebody about ideas. It's just neat. One of my favorite parts to Aquashella isn't even the show. It was like I got to hang out with Susie one night, or maybe it was every night. But my most fun time in Chicago was hanging out with Susie, Crystal, James, and Lefty.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
And Brett Ramers came and hung out with us. All these other people were coming with us, but I ordered pizza. And this year in Chicago, I'm going to order 2 pizzas because I want to eat enough pizza that I get sick because that pizza's so good.
I hear you, especially when you're in Chicago.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, but like this time we hung out with the Michigan Tropics came and hung out with us, and it was James and Jason and John. Jason from Primetime and John from KG. And we sat out. They have like these little fire pits at that resort, and we sat out there. And Eric, I wish you would have been there. That would have been fun to have you.
Yeah,
there.
I would have.
But we just hang out and talk at night and have just a good time. It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Bunny Viper said she ordered her Fish Mafia shirt and she picked the name Thumper.
Oh, well, awesome.
Love that.
Now, I am going to be having real Tennessee Fish Mafia shirts, hopefully at Aquaticon. That's my goal, is
Oh,
to
nice.
put them out there at Aquaticon. So.
And Ed, you want to tell people how they can get one of these T-shirts?
Well, I don't know how I'm not going to do Teespring. I'm going to make them myself because there's a T-shirt factory in my town. And so I'm going to get them from my town. I'm also going to try to get hats, but I want to get black embroidered Tennessee Fish Mafia hats. And I haven't figured out a way to sell them yet other than going to shows. Yeah, I haven't quite figured that part out. You know, what website I'll try to sell them on, or try to sell. But I thought like at Aquashella's, I'm really busy. But if you pre-order them, I could put them in a plastic bag with your name on it and put it in a backpack and put it under my table. Because I got my own table, which is kind of neat too. So you could just come and I could just give them to you there too. I thought that would be neat. So.
Now, is it Fish Tube Mafia or Tennessee Fish Mafia?
It's going to be the Tennessee Fish Mafia, just like our stickers that I made.
Don't forget
exactly the T-shirt or the stickers I made.
Right. Yeah, I give those out. I mail them all the time. Don't forget those plus sizes, Ed, for people that are large.
I won't. I'm going to probably buy like 120, and I'm going to start big and go small. Like Aquashella, this was the first time they ever sold out on T-shirts. Wow. Because normally they always sell their T-shirts to all the other shows, and they sold out of their 4X, XXX, XX, and I don't know if they sold out on their larges or not, but they may have even sold their larges out. It was pretty crazy. So they just had a lot more people than they thought. So it really makes me excited about Chicago and Dallas, because Dallas was just a monster show last year. But what were you gonna say?
I was reading that. That's something totally different what they're talking about. I'm just.
Is there a Fish Tuber Mafia?
There is. Yes, they had a booth at Aquashella.
Oh, they did.
Is there a Fish Tuber Mafia?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know anybody. I don't know who they are. But.
Cool.
Well, I wonder if they copied us.
Sounds like it.
Oh well. At least they didn't get the Tennessee. Hopefully they didn't get the Tennessee misspelled, because I can really get them on that.
All right.
Like, if you're gonna copy it, at least spell it right.
Yeah.
Bob, can you send me the logo for this thing so I can make myself a coffee mug that says Honorary Tennessee Mafia?
Oh, that would be awesome. That'd be super cool. I'll buy one of those mugs from you.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know how to buy them T-shirts and hats off of you, because that'll have to be our uniform.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I'll buy one for sure.
Yeah,
I would too.
I just I don't know, the next step on doing,
how to market them.
Maybe after the show today or tomorrow or Tuesday in the next 3 or 4 days, because I want to talk to you also about the LLC and stuff.
Okay, cool. This week is my last week before I have my surgery on the 16th, and I go to the doctor or the dentist every day. I can't believe they're making me get approved from my dentist for my heart surgery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Especially for heart.
Because
direct connection on the nerves to your heart.
Because if you have any kind of dental infection or bacteria or something, it can go right to that valve, and
It sounds more like a union thing to me.
No. Oh no. People that have a prolapsed mitral valve, which is me, years and years and years, had to take antibiotics before the dentist, but they finally gave that up. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, the Fish Tuber Mafia is Joe's Shrimp Shack and Maine's Tail Fur and Fins and some others.
Oh, that's different.
Is what Mike just said.
That's
gotcha.
Yeah,
well.
That's
Keepers on steroids.
Yep. I like how Steven said that the Tennessee is the OG.
That's right.
the like you were saying about your teeth. My neighbor, he went and got he had to get chemo and radiation. They told him to get his teeth fixed first.
Wow.
Well, I don't think I have any problems with my teeth, so and I needed them cleaned anyway, so
Well,
might
that's
as well
good
do
for
it.
you.
That's good.
That'll work.
Yeah. My dentist, though, I kind of worry about him. He's the first dentist I've ever had in my life that doesn't say, I think you should do this or that. You know, he doesn't like suggest more problem fixing. He's like, it's a little soft, but let's just leave it. You know, it's like, well, okay.
See what Stephanie's saying. She's a nurse also, but she's a nurse educator, so she's explaining it in detail there. But
Oh,
if you're interested, so
very cool.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Well, hopefully my teeth will pass. I never had braces.
That's all right. I can just take mine out, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
That's cool. Well, that's good. So if you ever become a serial killer
There you
and
go.
you want to leave bite
There'll
marks,
be no dental records here.
well, I would
Take
use
them
somebody
out.
else's.
I've already burned off my fingerprints too.
Oh my God.
But there's saliva though. If you're gonna be gnawing
Come
on
on, I got a lot of
teeth.
spit.
Susie, that's some ideals for the Tennessee Fish Mafia educational group. There you go.
We need to find somebody else that has dentures, and you need to steal them. So that way,
Put them in
when
there
you
and I can
bite
bite
people,
people.
She can't have
That's a good
mine.
idea. Impersonate somebody else with their bite marks.
yeah. Ralph
Now
would
you're
be
gonna
too
find
hard.
somebody's
You
demise.
gotta wear shoes that don't fit you also because there's always shoe footprints.
Rob has
Oh,
all
yeah.
this protection, though. You can't get to his mouth.
Yeah,
He's
I
a smart
grew my
man.
mask a long time ago.
Whenever he goes into places, they say put a mask on. He just flips his beard up.
It's all,
Well,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
get to throw the sunglasses on and
there you go.
Cousin Nick.
What?
there you go.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm not just saying go to Aquashella because I'm connected to them. I say go out even to your local fish clubs because it's fun to get out and meet people. You know, now I feel like this is kind of our fish club because we get to hang out and talk all the time.
Yeah.
But there are local clubs out there and people that don't understand the internet that are nice to talk about or talk to.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a good time.
March 26th, we have a swap at that fish place in Lancaster, PA, and it has to do with the Lancaster aquarium club that they have there. And actually, it's going to be me, Degenerate,
Nice.
Fishy Mon, and Color Guppies, and possibly Lefty. We're going to meet up there. So you don't really need, Aquashella, Keystone Clash, Fishtoberfest. There's other stuff that you can go and meet your friends with that you have on YouTube.
I want to go.
Yeah, well,
It's an
like,
hour away from me.
Yeah, it's March 26th.
Yep, I'm putting my
Susie.
calendar now.
All right, so Susie's going to be there too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Somebody's going to have to cut her meat for her.
who?
I won't be there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had a broken arm.
Oh, that's right. You had that.
But yeah, I'll go to the Keystone Clash and I'll make sure that I cut all your meat for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh,
So much better.
Yep. But
you could eat meat.
yep.
The best.
Rob Calesta McCurry is shouting you out for the advice and products that save the 40-gallon tank fulls or below Blue Moscows.
Ooh.
Oh,
well,
wow.
I'm glad I gave you the right advice.
Yeah.
Normally we
Oh, it's
do.
nice when it works out.
Yeah.
Now, was that me or Andrew? Or Jolie?
Does Jolie talk much?
Yeah, she does now. She's
Okay.
kind of opened up, just like Andrew did. You know, Andrew was very quiet when he started there, and he just came out of his shell. And same with her; she's doing remarkably well.
That's awesome. I need to get in there. One of these days when I'm going to the hospital coming back, I need to stop by and get some bloodworms from you.
Yep, I've got plenty there.
Awesome.
Oh, did you know that newspaper article came out?
Oh, you know what? I thought about that yesterday and I forgot all about it.
Yeah, according to it, you have 150,000 subscribers, Ed.
Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I did just hit 250,000 views though last week, so that made me feel good. But boy, I'd rather have that in subs.
Yeah. I just posted the link to the article in the private chat. So,
Oh, that's awesome. Do you know where I can get a copy of it?
Did you see Patty gave you the
it's an online. It's the Chattanooga Times online magazine.
Oh,
It wasn't in actual print.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
So that's the link to it right there in the private chat.
Just tried to share it.
Did they
You could have used to make it
show
up
any
to
pictures
Patty
of my
there.
tanks?
What's that?
Did they show any of the photos of my fish?
Yeah. A couple of photos of your fish and one of you, I think, working in your tank.
That's cool.
That's so cool. Now you can sign autographs on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even quoted Bob in there. He was
awesome.
Interviewed for the article.
Oh God, what did they say?
You said you gave good advice, and pretty much get
That's
your
a switch.
Well, that
You amazed yourself, didn't you?
The guy stayed for about an hour afterwards to identify every single type because he took a photo of every tank I had. And then later, like a month later, they asked what type of fish were in this one photo, and it was just like mutt inlers.
Yeah.
And I pulled the red inlers out of that tank because they throw some really nice red inlers. And so I'm trying to get just a really good red line of inler out of it. But I couldn't believe that, they're going to show the mutt inlers. Oh, well. But he didn't bring all he had was a wide-angle lens to take all the photos. And I was like, oh, man, that's a bummer. You can't really get close to the fish tanks. I don't know. Oh, well. It all works out.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, all in all, it's a wonderful article. Very well written. So
awesome. Did they say some good stuff about your shop?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, they had some good pictures up there.
Is it online, Rob?
Yes. It doesn't work. I just tried to go to and it doesn't work.
I tried to too, and it wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
not
real quick.
Is Morel here? He might be able to share a link of it.
No, the link won't share. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but Morel.
Okay, I got it right here.
But Liquid Zoo's here.
It's not a real link.
Matt's a super smart guy. He might be able to do it.
Here it is. That was a link from the one we posted on. Whoa!
Right.
What happened there?
It wasn't a real link.
Yeah, there we go. That one's the direct.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What?
Okay. This is terrible. I want to leave this show and look at it.
Well, I'm trying to open it up. It says
I'm
open in
just trying
group
to
tab.
figure out why there's a picture of Ed bending over. I don't know.
Since my back injury, I don't ever go too straight up and down anymore.
You literally got your hands on your knees.
Chattanooga Times is wondering right now why they got 50 hits all at once. All thanks to Hitman.
The first picture I see is Rob with his hands in his big low boy in the crayfish low boy. Oh, I am bent over. You can see my Aquashella things. Oh, and you can see the nice big moldy pile of plant I pulled out in that tank. Oh, well.
The only way you can read it is if you're subscribed to it.
Really?
You got to see the picture. Yeah.
Actually, his pictures came out pretty good.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to share it, Eduardo, and it's not letting me do it. But I know it's something with me.
Okay.
Not,
One trick you can do when you have sites like that, and I think Chattanooga Times you can get around it. Hit refresh, and as soon as it starts to pop up, hit that little X, and that stops it loading, and it'll stop the protection.
it's given me the option to share it in the group, and when I do that, it doesn't do anything. So,
I posted it, Bob.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I don't know if it's my iPhone or if it's me. Or probably me. Thanks.
Holy
Skipper.
cow, Danny is live in 2 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Holy cow.
Yep.
That's
Well,
one of my best.
I think I got it printed out at the shop before it started blocking.
Skipper's got it on here now, though. For some reason, I couldn't figure it out, or I share links all the time, so I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
Thanks, Skipper.
yeah, I don't know if I really said what you wanted to hear about Aquashella, but I really suggest you guys, if there's a show near you, to try to go out to it. If there's a club swap, like Knoxville's having a club swap April 2nd, somewhere in Knoxville, I don't know where, but hopefully we'll be having one here in Chattanooga soon. They're a lot of fun. Like, we all went out and got chicken afterwards.
Oh, nice.
It was Bob and Susie, or not Susan, not Susie.
Susan SLC. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Susan.
Sean.
Susies and Susans are messing us up.
There's a bunch of
This
people.
guy
like
was there.
Sarah
He
Twill.
sat next to me. We
Yeah.
had a fun time.
Yeah.
Rob, that worked. I can
Yeah.
read it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll read it later.
Thank you,
Yeah, you
Ed.
got to do it a few times, but you get quick enough, you'll get right by that
I got it.
protection.
Thank you, Ed. It was great. It was a great. That's what I wanted, was just an informal sharing. One of the panel, and you did an awesome job. It was a good picture of it. And what I got with it was make sure you're near the damn bathroom before you set up. So
Yeah.
Or carry a mask with you.
Yeah, just
Oh, my
carry one so
God.
you go to the bathroom.
remember the day I was so bad on my cane, Ed, and I left it in the bathroom, and we got like 2 buildings away, and I'm like, oh, I forgot my cane, but I didn't need it. I was just carrying it. And Ed's like, I'll go get it. And I'm like, no, it's like a $7. He went all the way back and got it. It was still there. It's
Nice.
so nice. Yeah.
It was still there.
It
which
was there.
I was very happy.
All right. Panel, thank you guys. Awesome as always. And thanks everybody for coming in. And thank you, members and moderators. It's an awesome stream in my book. Let's go over to Kenny's now.
Yeah.
See you. We need a hashtag. What is that? What is it? What is it? Ed, you're the guest, so you get to say it.
I don't know.
I don't.
Hashtag I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
Sure.
Short.
Ed, just hashtag Ed.
All right. Hashtag Ed, guys. There we go. It's already up there.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, everybody. See you.
Yep.
Bye.
Night, guys.
See you, family.
Good night.